Ready. Play.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where in the world you are and where you are tuning in from. Today, we are bringing you Andrey Rublev against Daniil Medvedev in the final of the ATP 500 in Dubai. I hope I'm coming through loud and clear. Let's just have a quick look at the tail of the tape, so to speak, and look to see how they got to the final. Of course, yesterday's semi-finals up there on the screen. We're looking at Rublev and Medvedev's sort of latter stages, if you like. Medvedev beating Coric in straight sets. We covered that on the channel a couple of days ago in the quarterfinal. Rublev in a similar fashion, seeing off Van der Zandschulp. And then in their semi-finals yesterday, two much tighter affairs, albeit both were in straight sets, with Medvedev overcoming Novak Djokovic in straight sets for Djokovic's first loss since November, his first loss in straight sets since beginning of October. And if you don't include that defeat he had at the beginning of October, it's over a year since Novak Djokovic lost in straight sets, because the one in October was an exhibition, in my opinion. By the way, get voting in the live chat. I've got a poll there, so you can choose Medvedev or Rublev, who you think is going to win. They are about to get underway, so I should probably get to it. And yeah, get your thoughts in the live chat as well. I hope I'm coming through loud and clear. I'm just going to check. Maybe I am coming through loud and clear, but maybe not on the microphone I wish I was on. Let me just see if I can have a little tweak at that, so I can get my mic all ready for you. Let's have a quick look. If I switch maybe to 1, 2, 3, I think I'm going to be louder and clearer, I hope. Let's have a quick listen. Yep, there we go. And we are underway for this final with Andrey Rublev serving first, and he's lost the first point. So Daniil Medvedev, love 15 on the on the Rublev serve. Let's take a quick screenshot of that so we can put that up on the screen for you. Yeah, so we've got Rublev serving first, and it is now 15 all. 15 all. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat. I saw 82% of you, by the way, were suggesting a win for Daniil Medvedev. So for what it's worth. Yeah. And by the way, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are trying to get to 1,500 subscribers. Last time I checked, I think it was about 1,300. So yeah, and Rublev has got 30-15, by the way. First game, 30-15 in favor of Ruby. Don't forget to get voting, as I said to you before, in the live chat. I've posted it there, so you can get voting. 30-15 at the moment. Okay, now it's 30 all. For what it's worth, I think if Medvedev plays his best, Medvedev wins. He's been an unbelievable role, of course, at the moment. It's his third final in a row. He's won the previous two in Rotterdam against Sinner, and of course last week in Doha against Andy Murray. 40-30 to Rublev. The head-to-head, by the way, maybe I should share that on the screen as well. The head-to-head between these two is 4 for Medvedev and 2 for Ruby. Ruby, 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 if anybody knows that song. You can also become a member of the Talking Tennis community, by the way. Just hit that join button. We're looking for one more member to help support the channel so I can give you even more possibilities, such as extra badges. I got informed by YouTube yesterday I need another member before I can offer more badges. So how about that? And you can help support the channel, so it's a win-win. Rublev going down the line. At the moment, it's 40-30, so it's game point to Rublev. Rublev on the aggression here. Forehand from Rublev, backhand Medvedev, forehand, Medvedev, forehand, Rublev, forehand, Medvedev. You get the idea. Rublev tries to mix it up, clips the tape, clips the net. So this is turning into a bit of an epic rally. Backhand slice from Ruby, but he's going to the now it's on the backhand of Medi. Remember, it's a slice that is... Oh, that's a good winner there for Medvedev. So it's deuce. Remember, it's the slice that so many players in the past have used effectively against Medvedev. It does seem to be a tactic. I remember famously Nadal having a lot of success with that in the first two sets in New York in 2019. To a lesser extent in 2022 in the Australian Open final. The other tactic that we see players use, I saw Djokovic trying to use it a fair bit yesterday, is the serve and volley off the first serve, largely because Medvedev is so far back. I hope Rublev is okay. Looks like he's just clutching his knee there. But anyway, the only problem that Rublev has compared to Djokovic, he just doesn't have the same sort of serve. Because Medvedev is so far back on the first serve for people who serve really well, i.e. like Djokovic, it gives you the chance to have a nice little easy volley at the net often. And Medvedev here got an easy smash. He's going to win it. Yes, he is. So it's actually a break point in the first game for Daniil Medvedev. Make sure you check out the Talking Tennis website, by the way, talking-tennis.com. We've got plenty of articles on there for you to read, as well as all our videos. Up-to-date news, info, stories on Nadal and Djokovic, for example, at the moment. Nadal in terms of his injury situation, where he's at. Oh, it's a good forehand there from Rublev. He's on the charge. He's into the net. He's got a volley at the net, and he puts it away, so it's deuce. Also, we've got an article on how to beat Novak Djokovic. Maybe Daniil Medvedev read that article because he beat him yesterday. So he must have done. Okay, deuce. Deuce, deuce, deuce. Oh, well wide with that first serve there, Ruby. Second serve for Medvedev to look at. 15 viewers, please, please, please hit that like button. Backhand here, slice from Rublev. Medvedev there with a backhand as well. Backhand slice. That's a forehand from Medvedev. Medvedev, by the way, having opportunities to come into the net, but declining to take them. He doesn't seem to be that comfortable there. Forehand Medvedev. Forehand Rublev. Oh, I think Medvedev is in charge at this point, but good defending from Rublev, to be fair. Oh, but Medvedev gave Rublev a chance to get back into the point. Is he going to win it? Oh, this is turning into a really good point. Medvedev, no! Oh, a volley at the net from Rublev. That went one way and then the other. So many opportunities for both players. And in the end, Medvedev takes the point. So it's a break point for Medvedev. How's the poll, by the way, looking? Got 7 likes, and we've got 85% going for Daniil Medvedev at the moment. Rublev serving. It's going to be a second serve here for him to look at. He's challenging it. But of course, we know how challenges go. Yeah. Rublev backhand to Medvedev. Forehand Rublev. Forehand Medvedev. Break point, remember here. Backhand for Medvedev. Now it's going to be a forehand for Medvedev. What are you going to do with it? And it's enough to win the point. Forces the error from Andrey Rublev. And Medvedev gets off to a very convincing start, breaking his opponent's serve in the first game to lead 1 game to love. Medvedev has broken already. So what do we think? I mean, most of you have gone for Medvedev in the poll that we've got going. Most of you have gone for Medvedev there, so get voting in that. I may have to close it pretty soon, especially as he's already broken serve. And now he's serving, trying to get out a 2-love lead to consolidate. So Medvedev serving, 1-love, he leads. And it's an ace, is it, on the second serve? And Rublev is already remonstrating with his box. Deary me, Andrey. We have 11 people watching. If you are all subscribed to the channel, fantastic. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Medvedev comes in. Ooh, clips the net. Bounces on the line, does it? No, it goes out. It's been a lot of questions over line calls this week. A lot of questions over line calls. $15-all. Medvedev goes down the tee. Backhand Medvedev. Forehand Andrey goes wide. So it's 30-15 to Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev going to the backhand of Rublev. Backhand Medvedev. Backhand to backhand at the moment. Forehand Andrey. Now it's a forehand for Rublev. It's turning out to be a pretty important rally. Nice one, Rublev. Sending kind of his opponent the wrong way. So it is 30-all. 30-all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put the hat on. Make sure you get voting in our poll. Medvedev goes down the tee with that one. Good return, though, from Rublev. Medvedev backhand. Nice backhand there from Medvedev. Ooh, it's a tricky one, though, for him. Anyway, 40-30. Good couple of good shots there from Medvedev. Do we think Medvedev is back, by the way? I guess he is. I mean, beating Djokovic is a landmark. It's a landmark for anyone. But the way Medvedev's last 12 months have gone, I think it's a bigger landmark for him, perhaps. At the moment, we've got 87% going for Medvedev in the poll. And there's also pinned in the chat is the opportunity to become a member. So you can get perks such as exclusive footage and also help support the channel. 2-love Daniil Medvedev. He's eked out that advantage. So he's consolidated the break. %87% must be another vote going in the chat. Backhand Medvedev, backhand slice from Ruby, backhand Medvedev, backhand Ruby. And it is love 15. Oh, dearie me. This set is already sort of slipping away from Rublev, and we've barely got underway in terms of the games, albeit that they've been lengthy games, and we are at around about the 15-minute mark, and we've only had 2 games so far. Goes down the tee from Rublev. It's a good serve, meaning 15-all. Rublev serving, clips the net and goes long. So it's a second serve for Medvedev to look at. Backhand to backhand at the moment. Backhand Medvedev, backhand Rublev. And Rublev comes into the net. Good defense, though, from, or almost good defense from Medvedev, but it's not enough. 30-15 to Andrey Rublev. Of course, Rublev, by the way, has left Nike, or Nike has dispensed with him. I'm not sure which way round that has occurred, but whichever way it did occur, we have him now wearing different apparel. I'm not quite sure. I think it's his own brand, isn't it? Maybe someone in the live chat knows. But he's still wearing Nike shoes, for what it's worth, which I'm sure for many of us, not much. Anyway, 30-15, Andrey Rublev goes down the tee, comes into the net. Medvedev in a bit of bother there, got a smash here for Rublev, but he's not going to win the point like that. Oh, dearie me, this could be very interesting. If he doesn't win the point from here, and he does, he would go spare. We know how Ruby can, how he can feel at these kind of moments. Anyway, (40-15) goes down the tee. And it should be put away for Rublev, and it is, and it's game. He's off the mark. It's 2-1 at the changeover. We will just take a short 60-second break and leave you with this little trailer. Back in 60 seconds. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, as I promised. 2-1. Medvedev is up a break of serve. So get voting as well. Let's see where the votes are at right now. We've got Medvedev on 87% and Rublev on 13%. I'm pretty surprised at how convincing most that poll is actually in favor of Medvedev. It's a 4-2 head-to-head, so it's not convincing necessarily for Medvedev. And also, don't forget, Rublev is both the defending champion and actually won the last meeting between these two players. Oh, that's a great backhand down the line from Andrey Rublev. Love 15 on Medvedev's serve. Oh, we're up to 1,350 subscribers. Just 150 more and we'll be at 1,500. You do the maths. Oh, we just got a vote for Rublev. So Rublev is now on 18%. 15 all here on the Medvedev serve. He goes down the tee and it's an ace, so it's 30-15. Oh, a few more votes coming in for Ruby. 75-25 now. And we've got 9 likes on this video. One more for 10. Backhand to backhand at the moment. Backhand to backhand. They continue. Forehand there to forehand. Oakley Dokley. Nice one there. Forehand Medvedev. And he wins the point and the game and leads 3-1. 19 minutes on the clock. Rublev serving 1-3. By the way, the scoreboard that I have up there is from the talking-tennis.com website. Make sure you check it out for videos and articles. And Medvedev goes wide there with that passing attempt. So it's 15-love to Andrey Rublev. Backhand return here for Medvedev. Forehand Medvedev. Backhand slice for Rublev. Forehand Medvedev. And it's 15 all. 15 all, ladies and gentlemen. Forehand Medvedev to the forehand of Rublev. Now on the backhand of Rublev, don't forget it's Rublev serving, already a breakdown. Tries to change direction, puts his forehand into the net. 15-30. A little sniff here for Medvedev for a double break, potentially. Forehand return for Medvedev. That's a good shot there from Rublev, though. He's in charge of this point. But no, he puts his backhand into the net. And it is 2 break points for Daniil Medvedev to take a double break advantage. 22 minutes on the clock. And it'll be a fairly decisive, you would imagine, advantage for this first set. I've got a question up on the screen there. Is Medvedev back? Well, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Problem is, we haven't got a hardcore slam until September. So he's going to have to wait a little while because all depends on what happens at Wimbledon. Because I think some people, me included, think that maybe there is a grass court game for Medvedev. It is possible. But clay, yeah. Okay, Rublev goes down the tee, and it's an ace for Andrey Rublev. Don't say that very often. Deuce. Okay, Ruby. Forehand return. Nice serve and volley there from Rublev. Serve and volley. And he wins the point. So he saved 2 break points. and he's won 6 out of 7 net points. So maybe the serve and volley is a tactic he can deploy today. It's got to get a good first serve out wide, really. Anyway, his game point right now, Rublev, forehand down the line. He's in charge of this point. Run around forehand there for Ruby. Now he's got a forehand. He's really making Daniil chase here, and Daniil goes long. So it's game Andrey Rublev. We are at 3-2. I will take a very short break, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2. Medvedev leads with the break. Do we think Medvedev is going to hold and continue and win this match? Let's have a quick look at the poll that we've got going for you, ladies and gentlemen. I've got that poll in the live chat. Drop shot there from Medvedev, but I think Rublev is going to get it. He is. And I think he's going to win this point. He does. So it's love 15. Yeah, let's have a quick look at the poll that we've got going. Give me a second. I'm going to have to do a bit of jiggery pokery here. And yeah. Last I saw it was 75-25. Let's have a quick look to see where we are at. 78-22 in favor of Medvedev. Get voting because I may have to close that poll fairly soon. And we are up to 10 likes. Medvedev goes down the tee with that serve, but he hits it into the net. It's 15-all at the moment, by the way. Forehand to forehand exchange at the moment. Forehand now to the backhand of Rublev. Forehand down to the backhand of Ruby there. Backhand on Rublev. Yep, so it's 30-15 Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev looking for a 4-2 lead. Good serve there for Medvedev, but it's actually gone, so it's 30-all. 30-all now. He's gone long there. Yeah. 30-all, ladies and gentlemen. And Rublev goes into the net, so it's 40-30. 40-30 game point for a 4-2 lead. Medvedev serving here. Second serve for Rublev to look at. No, it's going to be a first serve. Must have clipped the net and landed in. I'll be closing the poll fairly soon, so get voting. And it's a backhand return, but he clips the net again. So it's still going to be a first serve here for Medvedev. Game point. And he's won the game with an unreturnable. So it's 4-2 Daniil Medvedev. 4-2 Daniil Medvedev. Rublev to the forehand return. Rublev very much in charge at this point. Medvedev on the defensive. It's a Rublev smash at the net. Oh my goodness me. Andrey Rublev with a horrible smash. Completely mistimed it. Hit it off the roof of the racket, off the top part of the racket, the frame of the racket. That's what I'm looking for. Just completely mistimed that smash. Deary me. Andrey Rublev. And it's now love 30, by the way. You can imagine how happy he is about that smash. And a poor volley at the net, and he's sarcastically doing this and pointing at himself. Deary me. Does this qualify for a meltdown? They're into a rally now. Forehand Rublev. Now Rublev comes into the net. Forehand chance. This is a chance here for Medvedev, but he doesn't take it. And to be fair to Rublev, nice little volley there at the net. So it's 15-30. 15-30. Ruby. Down the tee. Forehand Rublev. Forehand Medvedev. Medvedev is again. Oh, Medvedev. Maybe just had to get that in. It was a bit of a stretch. Anyway, 30 all. This could be crucial for the changeover. We're either going to be a double break or Rublev will be just one break behind. Good return there, Medvedev. Good return there, Medvedev. Break point. Break point, Daniil Medvedev. It's a great return, to be fair. Rublev maybe thought about coming into the net, didn't do so. But it's a great return, to be fair, either way. And I guess it's just exposing one of Rublev's weaknesses, which is that serve. By the way, he's going to have a second serve here because he's on the first serve. He went well wide. Backhand return from Medvedev. Oh, dearie me. It's a double break. It is a double break, ladies and gentlemen. Dearie me. It's a double break advantage now that he has because he's put that wide. 5-2 now he leads. 5-2. Is that decisive? Quite possibly. Certainly regarding this set, it certainly will be. That's for sure. 5-2, he leads. And I'm going to close that poll that we've got going. I'm going to close that poll. It's at 80% now for Daniil Medvedev. I'm going to close that poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Poll closing. Dun, 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 dun. 80% went for Daniil Medvedev in the end. And I guess those that have backed Medvedev are being justified by the fact that he is leading this match 5-2 with a double break. He will return to the court very, very shortly to try and serve out this first set. Five games to 2. Daniil Medvedev, do we think he's going to serve it out? Four and 2 is the head-to-head, but the last meeting, Rublev won thanks to a super tiebreaker at the ATP Tour Finals. It was a super close match on the scoreboard, but I do think it was probably Rublev's best performance against Medvedev. I mean, really, Rublev should have won the first set, but he lost that on a tiebreak. Anyway, Medvedev serving for the first set. 5-2, and he's on the court now. Forehand return from Rublev goes long. Love. 15 love. Second serve here. Nope, must have clipped the net, so it's still first serve. My apologies. Love now, Daniil Medvedev. Love Medvedev goes down the tee, backhand return. Backhand into the net from Rublev, and it is 4 set points. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 set points for Daniil Medvedev to win this first set 6-2. He's looked pretty comfortable, to be fair, on serve thus far. Goes down the tee with an ace, wins the first set 6-2. What do we think about the match so far? Let me know your thoughts in the live chat. We will, by the way, leave you for about 60 seconds, and I'll be back with you very, very, very shortly. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Have a look at some stats there from the first set. We have obviously the most important stat of all is the fact that Medvedev won it 6-2, total of 9 winners each, as we can see here, and just two unforced errors from Daniil Medvedev. To be fair, in yesterday's match, and by the way, it's 15-30 on the Rublev serve already, beginning of the second set. Yesterday, very few unforced errors from Daniil Medvedev. It was a crucial element to that match against Novak Djokovic, and Novak Djokovic hit 38 unforced errors in just 2 sets, which is an insanely high figure for arguably the best player of all time. By the way, Medvedev comes into the net here, but that's good play there from Andrey Rublev. Is Rublev going to win this point with a forehand? Not yet, because Medvedev defends reasonably well. I thought he was in charge of this point at one point, but now we're probably back at neutral as they exchange forehands, and Medvedev goes long with an unforced error. So just 2 unforced errors in that first set that I was highlighting from Daniil Medvedev, and he's already just committed one at the beginning of this second set. Anyway, and of course, Andrey Rublev, 10 unforced errors. We remember probably the worst of which was that smash was just horrible. And it seemed to distract him as well, because on the next point, he also put what was a fairly easy volley. And you're thinking, he's still thinking about the previous point. He's not quite got this ability that, to be fair, so few players do have. But the phenomenal players, the greats, can just do 1 point at a time. Rublev is a long way short of that, though. And he would still seem to carry that error on the smash into the next point. Anyway, listen, it's 30-all here at the beginning of this second set. And now it's an unforced error again from Daniil Medvedev. It's 2 unforced errors in this game. Daniil Medvedev, 2 unforced errors in the first set, 2 unforced errors in the first game of the second set. Anyway, other stats from that first set are as follows. Looking at first serves in, 71% from Daniil. That's a pretty good stat, and obviously 80% winning it. By the way, look at this. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Second serve percentage points won from Andrey Rublev. And he has held serve here, though, 1 game to love. Second serve percentage points then the first set, 27. Deary me. Anyway, those are the stats from the first set. Medvedev won it 6-2, as we can see here. I'll leave this up on the screen for you. And yeah, we are back anyway. But Rublev has held serve at the beginning of the second set, so that's a good start for him. Mm. 43 minutes, pretty short. 15 love, unreturnable. Ghosty. Oh, you've been playing tennis today. Just played 3 sets against boomer pushers. I'm so angry and I need whatever that means. Daddy smack the bejesus at the ball. Come on. Okay. If you can also write that for me in English, Ghosty, that would be great. $40 love, Daniil Medvedev, 3 game points for him. By the way, Ghosty is a member, as you can see. And if you want to be a member just like Ghosty, you can click the join button. And Ghosty, by the way, just for your knowledge, for your awareness, if Medvedev is held, by the way, so it's 1 game all. If I get 1 more member, I can offer more badges. It's the way YouTube is. For some reason at the moment, I think I can only offer, do we call them badges? I think they're called badges. You know, like the Sitsy Pass thing, etc., etc. Okay, anyway, English is not my first language. I'm an American. Ghosty, by the way, it reminds me of an anecdote which I may have shared with you before. And it was that I was in a supermarket once, and somebody said to me, "Excuse me, do you speak American?" And I said, I speak English, if that helps. And she said, that'll do. Like it was like a second option. That'll do. She was bilingual, American and English. Come on. Yeah, is what Daniel Collins says. Yeah. I don't think she's had a great year thus far, has she, Collins? Rublev goes long there, so it's love 15 on the Rublev serve. %27% second serve points won, Rublev in that first set. 27%. Okay. And just 2 unforced errors from Medvedev in the first set. And Rublev puts an unforced error of his own. He got 10 in the first set, unforced errors. And now there's another one there for him, a backhand slice that just did not work in any way, shape, or form. Puts it into the net. Yeah, exactly. Come on, people, become a member. And if they become a member, I might even be able to give you a Daniel Collins badge. How about that? I need one more member, and I'll try and make sure I've got a Daniel Collins badge. Rublev comes into the net. Ooh, that was nearly an unbelievable defense turned attack shot there from Medvedev, but puts it into the net. 15-30. $15-30, ladies and gentlemen. One game all, one set to love, of course, in favor of Medvedev. There's an ace there from Rublev, so it's 30 all. You'd love a Collins badge. I'll try and get it done. But I need another member. That's all I need. One more member, you get a Collins badge. Okay, 30 all. Backhand return there from Medvedev. Forehand from Rublev. And it's good enough to force the error, I would suggest. In fact, it's not even an unforced error. I mean, it's just a good shot from Rublev. 40-30. Game point for a 2-1 lead. Anyway, I get the impression you were playing tennis today, Ghosty. Am I right? Good serve there. First serve there from Rublev. Of course, we know how much he needs that first serve. Rublev probably in charge of this point. That's a good forehand down the line. It's a winner from Andrey Rublev. It is 2-1. He leads. We will be back after this short 60-second break. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1. Andrey Rublev leads, as we can see from that image on the screen. Rublev goes long on the return, so it's 15-love to Daniil Medvedev. By the way, Ghosty, I'm going to take a risk. As you're here, when I take this off, I hope you can still hear me. You're my sound guy. And then I put this little fellow on. And then sometimes it just suddenly goes off. So Ghosty, while you're here, You're my sound guy. If the sound goes off, just let me know. Your usual expression is your mic's not working, buddy, or no mic, buddy. Either way, just let me know. 30 love, Daniil Medvedev. See, the problem is if I take this off, I can see the lights, so that's good. When I've got it on, can't see those lights, but I think the sound is slightly better. Anyway, let's get me off the screen, so to speak. Let's get that score back up. Should we have a different background? As in, like, background, like, you'll see. You'll see what I mean. What do we think about these different backgrounds? What about this one? How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? Let's go with that one, maybe. Hopefully it doesn't dazzle you too much. Okay, forehand Rublev. Medvedev on the defensive here, being pushed around the court a bit. And it's going to be enough for Rublev to win the point. Good, sounds good for now. But as soon as suddenly, whenever I put this on, for some reason, about 5 minutes later, the mic goes off. Anyway, 30-15 on the Medvedev serve. It's getting a bit chilly in here, so I'm going to just try and warm up a little bit. Last I saw in the football, by the way, there you go, look. Whenever I put this on, you see, whenever I put, let me get me back up on the screen, by the way. Whenever I put this thing on, what the hell's going on? Thanks, Ghosty. Yeah, but I think you can hear me now, right? I hope. Yeah, I'm back. Bizarre. Whenever I put this thing on, maybe I just leave it off. Just leave it off. Anyway, 2 games all. Daniil Medvedev has leveled things up. Two games all. Rublev serving. Goes down the tee. It's a really good first serve. And it's enough to win the point. 15 love. 15 love, ladies and gentlemen. 2 games all. Just a reminder, by the way, in the first set, Daniil Medvedev, just 2 unforced errors. Yeah, maybe it's a temperature thing with the mic. No idea. Ghosty, that's beyond my talents, that's for sure. Forehand winner there from Medvedev, so it's 15 all. $15 all, 2 games all, but of course Medvedev having the huge advantage of winning that first set. Oh, Rublev there. We had a bit of a mini meltdown, by the way, in the... no problem, Ghosty. Speak to you soon. We had a bit of a mini meltdown in the first set from Rublev at one point when he made 2 horrible errors. The first one was particularly bad with a smash that hit the frame of the racket. And now Rublev is slapping himself in the face. Don't do that, Andrey. Forehand. Oh, that'll help though, Andrey. 30 all. Not the best of returns in the world there from Senor Medvedev. So it's 30 all. Goes down the tee, but I think it's going to be a second serve. Is that maybe? Yeah. Rublev there. Backhand return from Medvedev. Backhand there. Backhand slice from Rublev. Good depth on that one. Big point this, because it could be a break point for Medvedev. Let's see. Medvedev coming into the net with a forehand. Had the chance of going into the net. Again, didn't take it. He hates coming into the net. Really does. Good play here, though, from Andrey. Very much in this rally. Good depth there on the backhand from Andrey. Backhand slice there from Rublev. Forehand from Medvedev. Backhand Medi. They're exchanging backhands at the moment. Switching it up, play there. So they're now on the forehands. Rublev loves that forehand. And Medvedev wants to keep him on the backhand, of course, but actually hits it into the net. So it is 40-30. 40-30, ladies and gentlemen. (40-30) for a 3-2 lead in this second set. Rublev there. Second serve. Ruby. Boom, 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 boom. Backhand return for Medvedev. Now it's forehand Medvedev. And it's a very, very good meaty forehand that Rublev can barely get a racket on. Deuce, just short of the hour mark here. We are now at deuce, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's Medvedev is just forcing the issue at the moment. It's all Medvedev. Rublev is kind of hanging on. I mean, he's barely had a look on the Medvedev serve. Rublev seems to be upset about something. I think he's suggesting that it didn't go out on the first serve. And we're going to have a little challenge here, but we all know how the challenges go. I've yet to see a challenge since the new situation was sort of the electronic line calling scenario. I've yet to see one change the result, if you know what I mean. Forehand return from Medvedev, and it's a shank from Andrey Rublev. Completely mishit that one. And as a result, we have a break point for Daniil Medvedev. Break point, Daniil Medvedev. We've seen a couple of mini meltdowns from Rublev today. Fingers crossed we don't see any more. Anyway, break point, Daniil Medvedev. Ooh, that was close, Andrey. That was close, but it's going to be a second serve. Backhand return. Backhand there from Rublev. Forehand to forehand right now. Oh, what a great forehand winner there. Medvedev, I think, surprising Rublev, who was anticipating it going to the backhand. And Daniil Medvedev breaks for a 3-2 lead. We will be back with you in 60 seconds. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see from that image on your screen, Daniil Medvedev has well, maybe you don't see it on the screen, but it's 3-2 that he leads. I will get up an image for you on the screen very shortly. Daniil Medvedev leads 3-2 with a break, and he is 30 love already up on his serve. He's already 30 love up on his serve. 40 love now on the Daniil Medvedev serve. So he's within an ace now of a 4-2 lead. His service games are just going through so quickly right now. So quickly. He's not hanging about. He's barely giving me a chance to share screens such as this one. And indeed, he's held serve. It is 4-2. So it didn't take long for this screen to be out of date. 4-2, Daniil Medvedev leads with a break of serve. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. And we need just one more member to go to the next level in terms of our membership. So make sure you click that join button and become a member of the Talking Tennis community. Daniil Medvedev, what a winner. Daniil Medvedev, love 15. How much longer is this match going to last? Maybe not much longer. Maybe not much longer, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4-2, Daniil Medvedev leads. $15 all. Andrey Rublev there. Backhand return from Medvedev. Backhand to the forehand of Medvedev. Forehand Rublev. Forehand Medvedev. Backhand goes into the net from Medvedev. Sorry, from Rublev. So it's 15-30 now. 15-30, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. 1 hour and 3 minutes on the clock, 15:30. Rublev here on the forehand. Backhand from Medvedev, forehand Rublev into the net. It is 15-40, ladies and gentlemen. 15-40. A chance for a double break here, Daniil Medvedev, and he will be serving for the match if he takes advantage of one of these 2 break points. Backhand, nope. So it's going to be a little clip on the net. 1 hour, 4 minutes on the clock. It's been a pretty swift and efficient performance thus far from Medvedev. Down the tee from Rublev. He's in charge at this point thanks to a good first serve. Ooh, he's put that forehand wide and he nearly went for the smash on the racket. Fortunately, he kept his cool. He kept his cool, ladies and gentlemen. just held on. And it is 5-2. We have a changeover. I will be back with you in 60 seconds. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Daniil Medvedev serving for the match. 15-love he leads, goes down the tee, but goes long. Medvedev serving for the match. As I said to you, Rublev putting that forehand wide, giving Medvedev the chance. He's got a double break advantage as well. 15-love, backhand Medvedev to the backhand of Rublev. Backhand Medvedev to the backhand of Rublev. Rublev goes into the net, and it is 30-love, ladies and gentlemen. 30-love. And it's an ace from Daniil Medvedev. It is 3 match points for Daniil Medvedev. We've just got a like on Facebook. Thanks, Brian, for that like. Brian, what are you thinking about your man Rublev's performance today? 3 championship points now for Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev goes down the tee. Forehand, Daniil Medvedev goes long. He went huge on that forehand. 40-15. Have you got game, set, match already? Maybe you're slightly ahead of me, Brian. Anyway, 40-15. Had a chance there. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way. Of course it is. Yeah, your man is Medi. Yeah, I know he's your number 1. And Medvedev has sealed it. 6-2. 6-2. Daniil Medvedev wins the Dubai Championship, the ATP 500. It's 3 finals in a row for Daniil Medvedev. It's 3 wins in a row in each of those 3 finals. And he's just getting better and better and better. Daniil Medvedev wins. Rublev was not able to hold his crown, so to speak. He won the title here last year. Not this year, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Daniil Medvedev title. So what do we think? What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Was that a Daniil Medvedev win, or was it a Andrey Rublev lose, if you know what I mean? Let me know in the live chat. Medi needs to take Indian Wells or Miami. Yeah, I think you're right. To complete this comeback, if you like, because we're probably not going to see it during the clay court season, so to speak, but this comeback to the tour, to rubber stamp it, I think if he makes the final or wins one of those 2, I'd say that. Yeah, combination of the 2, Brian, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Brian, by the way, if you want to come on for 10 minutes and just have a quick chat about tennis, let me know. Maybe you've got 10 minutes spare. Maybe you haven't. If you haven't, no problem. But if you have, let me know in the live chat and I'll send you a link and we can have a 5 or 10 minute chat about today's match and also whatever else is going on in the tennis world. Poor old Rublev. What does that say? I don't know. Someone can tell me in the live chat. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll send you a link. I'll send it to you on Twitter, okay? And then we can have a little 5 or 10 minute chat, Brian, about all things tennis. Just a second. I'm glad that's done in pretty good time, though, personally, because I've got a few things to do. Just a second, Brian. I'm just going to send you this link. Not over yet, I think, is what he wrote on the camera, I think. So I've sent you a link, Brian. Come and join the party. Come and join the party. Unforced errors, by the way. Andrey Rublev, 22, and just 8 from Daniil Medvedev. And also the other problem is that Rublev went big a few times, but only managed to garner 13 winners. Of course, the most important stat of all, 6-2, 6-2, Daniil Medvedev winning there. Arsenal still losing, which I'm obviously pretty pleased about as a Man United fan. Brian, I can already see you. Just a second. Bring you in. Brian, how's it going?
It's going great, John. I played 3 hours of tennis last night, so my body is aching, but I'm okay. I had a good brunch this morning and watched the tail end of the all-Russian final. Little surprised. I thought this would see a tiebreaker, at least in one set, but just wasn't there for Ruby. You know, the 5 or 6 games I watched second set were pitiful. A lot of fatigue probably, came into play. Ghosty, how are you? Good to see you. He just he said later. He said hi, and then he said later.
I think he's going to leave. Yeah.
Yeah, just a disappointing performance. If you were a Rube fan or a Rube backer in the betting market, just wasn't meant to be for Andre.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, we had a couple of moments as well. In the first set, there was a smash that he should have put away, Rublev, and he clipped it on the frame of the racket. And as is Andrey's habit, if you like, for most mere mortals, he carries it into the next point as well. He's still clearly thinking about it because he's got a really easy volley at the net that he doesn't put away. Suddenly he's under pressure on his serve. And to be honest with you, that was the tale of the match in many respects. Rublev was constantly under pressure from the first game. I think Medvedev broke in the first game to make it 1-love, and Medvedev never looked back.
Yeah, the Medvedev full circle comeback, as you alluded to in the chat about 5 minutes ago, I think it's almost there. I mean, to win 3 tournaments in a row is unbelievable, but I think you have to win one of the two, and then coming up here in America, and if he can get one of those, doesn't have to get both. I mean, that's a lot to ask, but you get one, Medi's back. I mean, he'll be in the top 5. And I feel like he's definitely going to be a threat in the hard court season. Unfortunately for Medvedev, once you get through Indian Wells and Miami, a lot of dirt is going to happen, and that's not his strong suit. Heading to all these different clay court tournaments, out in Europe. So I think he has a big mission right now, and it's a matter of where does he want to put all his energy into, California or Florida. And, he's got to rest here. It's not easy. I mean, this guy's played a lot of tennis. So I think we may see a Medvedev exit earlier than expected in Indian Wells. But if he goes out early in Indian Wells, I expect a rebound in Miami. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. The Indian Wells tends to be a bit of a slower court than Miami. Certain players, it's why doing the double is pretty tricky. Alcaraz's health will be crucial as well as to how everybody gets on, if you like, and their chances. I'm just trying to think. Alcaraz won Miami last year, got to the semis in Indian Wells. If he's fit and firing, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a similar kind of level from him, because he was starting to show some pretty good signs on the clay in Latin America. But yeah, Medvedev is now up there, which we wouldn't have said as little as 3 weeks ago. Medvedev is now one of the 3-4 favorites going into all of those tournaments. I mean, I guess if Fritz is fit and firing, he may have a shout. Obviously, Indian Wells defending champion. Although I saw Tommy Paul beat him last night. I don't know if you saw as well.
I did.
Fritz having a few. I think he had a vomiting moment as well.
Yeah, when I saw the highlights of that match, I was on the court myself playing in an event, so I didn't get the chance to see all of the Fritz match. But those are two guys that were just in a lot of pain. Obviously, it's tough out there. It's hot. Altitude's different in Mexico. They played a lot of tennis leading up to this, but I think Fritz is a legitimate contender to probably take that tournament. If you look at who's ranked ahead of him, that would be Djokovic, maybe Casper. Djokovic out. Not impressed with Casper right now. Obviously, he's struggling. So, I mean, Fritz is going to be seeded, 2?
Something
Indian,
like that, yeah.
Indian Wells.
I don't know where Medvedev's where's Medvedev's ranking. I'm not sure.
Medvedev is going to be 6.
Is he? Okay, so he'll be behind Fritz.
He'll be behind Fritz. So, Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas will be seeded 1 in Indian Wells, right?
Yeah, assuming he's fit as well. I know he's had a shoulder issue, but yeah, he
Oh.
should be. Yeah, so we'll have again Alcaraz as well. So there's a few actually. If Alcaraz is there,
I don't know.
Alcaraz 1, Tsitsipas 2, Rude 3, Fritz 4. If they're all there, Medvedev 5. If everybody's there and fit and firing, so to speak.
I think Carlos skips Indian Wells. That's my prediction. I think he focuses on Miami, returning there and hopefully capturing his second consecutive Lipton. I'm going to call it the Lipton, John. I don't know if you remember the Lipton. No, okay, maybe you're too young. So the Lipton is the Miami Open. The Lipton started originally in Boca Raton, Florida, which is my hometown where I grew up. It was at Boca West Country Club, and then migrated to Key Biscayne, which the Lipton Iced Tea was the title sponsor. Then went from the Lipton to the Ericsson to the NASDAQ, and now the Miami Open, which is now in Miami Gardens, Florida, where the Miami Dolphins play, the NFL team. They built this 25-court facility, stadium court, of course, the big one used where the football team plays. but the Lipton was really a unique venue in Key Biscayne, Florida, which is like an island, right, at Crandon Park, and a much more intimate setting than what the Miami Open is today.
Okay. All right, Brian, listen, any final thoughts on let's just have a quick thought on Rublev. We spoke about him in depth last year, so make sure, for those of you just tuning in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you can check out some of our previous videos. Yeah, I mean, with Rublev, unlike Medvedev, we've not really seen much movement in terms of the first couple of months of the year, as in, like, we've not seen like a quarterfinal or a semi-final at a Slam. We've not seen him retain his title. It does seem to be a bit of a Groundhog Day scenario with Andre.
Well, I think we got a quarterfinal appearance down under, right? Didn't he lose to Djokovic?
He did to Djokovic, but that's his ceiling, if you like.
Right, that's the ceiling, right? We talked about on your podcast back in December or whenever that was. I think it was December before the Aussie Open. We got to get to a Final Four in these big events, and that did not happen. Just a brutal draw though for Ruby. I mean, that was tough to have Djokovic.
Yeah, Rune followed by Djokovic. Yeah,
that's tough, right? A brutal February for Rublev. This was good though. This was a good tournament for Rublev to get to the finals. You know, I thought he was going to lose today, and I don't think this should break the confidence of Rublev. I think he should go into this, look behind at this event, say, hey, I'm a finalist. I'm playing the hottest guy on tour right now, the guy I grew up with, the guy who usually beats me all the time, for the exception of when Rublev won in 3 sets at the ATP Tour Finals, which was a unbelievable match, by the way. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch that. Yeah, so I think Rube is fine. I think Rube just needs to stay the course. You're going to be seeded 3 or 4 at Indian Wells. Get to the quarters, get to the semis, and that will give you confidence to hopefully find yourself eventually in a Final Four. Maybe in Paris, he had his moments to get into the Final Four a couple years ago, couldn't get it done. And then the big thing, John, is will both of these guys be in your home country in mid-June, late June? I hope so. I don't like politics, but these guys need to play. They need to get back into it. Yeah.
I am hearing, and when I say hearing, I'm not got my ear that close to the ground. I'm reading tweets from people that are much closer to the action than me, if you like. But I am hearing some positive vibes regarding Russian and Belarusian players at Wimbledon. I think Wimbledon is put itself into a bit of a corner, and there isn't much room for maneuver now. And I think what we'll see is we'll probably see some kind of bizarre about turn that will be painted as not a reversal, as not an about turn. It'll be worded in a way that, you know, we've made our point, and there'll be some far cleverer people with words than me that'll put some kind of massage on it, saying, listen, you know, what's going on is abhorrent in Eastern Europe right now. But you know, we've made our stance. I don't know how they'll word it, but there'll be some clever massaging of the wording, and we will basically see. Because I think, you know, we could be here for years. I don't agree with Riley Opelka on everything, but he made that point to me in a press conference last year. You know, how long are we going to be here for? Because this war could be 1, 2, 5, whatever years. We just don't know. So, you know, it's not fair, basically. They made a mistake in the first place. We will realize that this year when they allow the players back, but they will massage it in some way, shape, or form so Wimbledon doesn't look too bad. But the upshot of it all will be, I hope that we have those players back and we have a good grass court season where, you know, I felt a bit for Medvedev in particular last year, but I mean, Sabalenka and Rublev and others, but I was watching Rublev on the grass last year at the end, sort of beginning of June, doing pretty well, getting to a final, I think, in the Netherlands where he lost to Van Rijthoven, maybe. And he also, I think he got to the final in Halle maybe as well. He may even have won a grass court tournament, but he was doing well. I mean, I remember him winning him, I think, in Mallorca a couple of years ago. So there's the grass court game is probably, if you said to me, by the way, Medvedev is going to win in his life, either the French Open or Wimbledon. If you said to me that question, I would go Wimbledon of the two.
100%. I mean, his balls don't die on the court in Paris, right? Those flat balls that they're gonna sit up, as crazy as it sounds. I think they sit up more, maybe for his opponent, obviously in Paris, than they do on the grass. So he's a bigger advantage playing on grass than he does in Paris. I would say that there's a chance Medvedev can win Wimbledon as long as Djokovic is not on the field, and that probably will be the case I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years from now. But in the time being, I don't see anybody knocking this guy off. That's for sure. But yeah, love to see them all play. Love to see Sabalenka in the field as well. I think she's a viable candidate to win Wimbledon in 23. So we shall see. John, thanks for having me come on briefly. It was fun, and love to be back.
Perfect, Brian, because I'm about to bring this show to a close. I was hoping that I would let you know something about the trophy ceremony. Believe it or not, though, Medvedev has yet to lift the trophy. It's one of the longest post-tournament ceremonies I've ever seen in my life. It's about 20 minutes past the match finishing, and Medvedev is still yet to lift the trophy. But listen, most importantly, Daniil Medvedev wins 6-2, 6-2 to win the ATP 500 in Dubai. We are all looking forward to the upcoming Sunshine Double. I know Brian is too. And Brian, I just want to say a big thanks once again for you coming on.
Always a pleasure. I hope I can do it again soon. Schedule sometimes doesn't work because of our different time zones, but I'm here for you.
Great, Brian. That's great. I'm going to play us out with a video which we'll leave on a loop. So I will say goodbye. Take care.
Take care, bud.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.